Welcome to Chapter 9, Section 1, Measuring Angles. Let's build some vocabulary. Angles have two sides that share a common endpoint. So that means you have two sides and they share this common endpoint. So there's the endpoint, there's side number 1 and side number 2. The degree is the most common unit of measure for angles. All right, we're not talking about degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius. We're talking about angle degree. So you'll see something like the angle degree. All right, so here's a protractor. All right, so align the center of the protractor with the vertex of the angle. So your protractors will typically have either a dot or a little hole that's right here in the middle. You align that with the vertex. Remember, the vertex is the common endpoint. And then you line up this angle, one of the lines, with the protractor's line, and that then tells you your measure. So when you look at this, if you start here, you're starting at 0. And you work your way to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then 60. So the angle measures 60 degrees. All right, try this one. Line it up here. This time you're starting at, again, 0, but if you look, this number here is 170. Your angle measure is not 170. It's this one right here. This is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 140. So your angle measures 140. We lined it up on the vertex and made our angle measure. So if we use this protractor here to measure this angle, again on the vertex, you're starting right here at 0, so it's 10, 20, 30, and then 90 degrees. So 90 degrees is your angle measure. Here's another protractor. You're starting at 0. This time you're using the outside 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, like the other one, plus 90, 100, 110, 120. Okay? Now, it's 120 right here. This 60 is here because if you look at this a different way, you could say here's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 to 60. So this is 60. And what we're going to write down here is you're going to say that a straight line has an angle measure of 180. 180 degrees. So if you look at your protractor, you'll see, let's see if we can get one with a better line on it. You can see this protractor 10, 20, 30, 40. This is 140, 150, 160, 170. All the way down here is 180. So a straight line has a degree angle of 180. And the reason the 60 is there again is if you don't want to count the big angle, you can subtract the little angle. So you could say, all right, well, 180 minus the 60 here gives us the same angle measure of 100 degrees. All right, so a right angle has a measure of exactly 90 degrees. If it's not 90 degrees, it's not a right angle. A right angle is shown by having a little tiny square right here. This is the only way you know for sure that it is a right angle. An acute angle is a measure less than 90. An obtuse angle is a measure between 90 and 180. And a straight angle, or a straight line, has an angle measure of exactly 180. If it's not exactly these, it's not right, acute, obtuse, or straight. So looking at this, please notice this little box here. So the angle is 90 degrees. So it is a right angle. Here we go. A right angle, you should know, is straight up with a little box here. This is more than that. So the angle is larger than a right angle, but smaller than a straight angle. So it is an obtuse angle. All right, so classify these. So here's an angle. You don't see a right angle, but we know it's pretty much this. So this is less than right. So it has to be acute. This right here, there's no real symbol for it, but it looks like a straight line. So if it's a straight line, then you can say that it is a straight angle. All right, so that's it for your video. Remember that you do need to do your CYUs, which is on page 472, and it's exercises 1 through 4. All right, good luck.